If I look back on our journey in Australia, we visited many places, but one person comes to mind, and it's Muhammad. And he was just getting ready to leave his place of recovery. He was struggling with addiction for many, many years, and he became a Christian during his time there in recovery. And he was telling us the story that he found out he had a daughter who was 2 years old that he did not know he had. And the aunt was looking after it because the mother also struggled with addiction. And the aunt saw this transformation in Muhammad, and he started giving him visiting rights to his daughter. And you see this life of Muhammad, who was transformed by the love of Jesus Christ. And in return, he now has this daughter whose life can be transformed because she now has somebody who she met as her father. And so we see this transformation going circle, and Muhammad's life being transformed. This little girl's life being transformed because she now has a father she did not know. So just watching how God just spoke into the life of Muhammad and the people that God placed in his life to make that transformation. And then down the road, perhaps maybe that aunt's life would be transformed, and just seeing how God works in and through those situations.
As Tracy indicated in our time in Australia, we enjoy the opportunity to get out and about and to be away from the desk. But when we travel across the divisions, as we anticipate here, we're not coming to look at programs or property. We want to sit and chat with people. People who are serving, people who are part of our programs. And in one of our situations, we were a domestic violence safe house in one of our states. And they'd arranged for 2 women who'd been through the program to come back and visit and chat with us. And there was a young lady who came with a 7-day-old baby. She was from China, and her and a partner had come from China to Australia. And after they were in Australia, things became a bit violent for her. She became pregnant, the violence increased, and so she needed to escape. And so she escaped to the Salvation Army's Domestic Violence Refuge Center. And when we were in the center and she had returned that day to tell us a bit of her story, her mom and dad were with her, who'd come from China for the baby's arrival. And she was telling us a bit of her story and how she was now in a safe place and had her baby. And her father pulled me off to the side. And he said, "Thank you for being there when we couldn't be there." And it's this very practical expression of the coming alongside as Christ when others can't be there for their own loved ones. And so we have huge opportunity and great privilege, as well as responsibility, to live out the calling that God has given to us as a Salvation Army to present Christ by being present for people in their situations, whatever they are. Same point in time, we saw time and again lives of Salvationists opening up to the Spirit's prompting, sensing God was intending to do a new thing in the Salvation Army, began to realize that to do a new thing in the Salvation Army meant that God would need to do and long to do a new thing in them, and to watch them opening up to see new things happening in their lives was powerful and impacting for us.